It's like the minute of the blast, it was like we were shot. Like you don't believe this is happening. But before that and after, people were like praying to God. God protect them, protect us. God protect this country. Destroy these barbarians. They like we were, all of them. They were shouting to God to help, to rescue us from this aggressive attack on us and on our country. You want to imagine how it was. There was old women. They decided to stay there. There were children, came with them families, and I was looking at the people, and I expected people to run really, but they didn't. They didn't. We stood there. I promise. We stood there. And the people who were close to the explosion, it was the other building, which is just a few hundred meters away. They were so close too. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but some of them, or many of them, they were covered with dust. After that few seconds, the shock, we just all moved to that direction because we know there was other people out there. And when we arrived, we were just looking for arms and legs, but luckily there were just people covered with dust. We pulled them out, they're coughing, stuff like that. But luckily nobody died, but we were so close, really so close.
Mohammed, I think people will wonder what you were doing inside Colonel Gaddafi's compound at that time. We know that, of course, it's a heavily fortified compound. There has been an accusation from some people that Colonel Gaddafi is trying to use human shields, that he's inviting people inside his compound and inviting them to be just outside the gates as well, because he believes if they are there, it will deter the West from any kind of attack against military hardware positioned around the compound.
No, totally, this is not the truth. We went by ourselves. We decided to go. I asked many people. I did interviews also with the journalists to ask the people why you were here. I know why I was there, but the people, most of them.
Why were you there? Why did you want to go?
I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like the decision. It was unfair. The accusations to Gaddafi is lies. We choose to go there. If they want to kill Gaddafi.
So nobody made you go there?
Nobody. There's thousands of people are pushing and they're insisting to go in there. Some of them, they stayed around the complex. Some of them insisted, and I was one of them. I wanted to stay in there. If they want to destroy that place, and many other places, it's not only that place. There was other airports in many different locations.
Mohammed, try to give us an idea of why you would want to be inside of that compound when you know that potentially it is a potential target because of the military hardware there. Why do you want to be inside Colonel Gaddafi's compound?
Gaddafi's accusations were false, and it's lies. He were protecting us. He was not killing us as civilians. Gaddafi's or the official forces didn't move at the first few days when what they call themselves rebels. I call them mobs. When they started this move and they started to go around to the military bases and attacking soldiers, they had order not to shoot towards civilians. They used youngsters, yes. They dragged some youngsters, they put them in the front line. Soldiers didn't shoot towards them. That's why they managed to take more weapons from the soldiers. They left the bases. Most of them, they left the base. Gaddafi's orders at the first few days not to shoot, because he also thought, like us, some Libyans are angry from Gaddafi, but that was not the truth. And this is what made it worse, because if they knew from the beginning it was the people, it would have been easy. Gaddafi talks to people. He was always with the people.